A pleasant Friday to all of you, and my name is Abyong Kalo. I'd like to welcome you to Pathways of Hope. The Gospel for today is taken from Luke chapter 5, verses 33 to 39. And here the disciples of John were questioning the disciples of Jesus. How come they don't fast? And Jesus' answer was a simple explanation that there is a time of fasting and there's a time of feasting. And that he uses the image of a wedding to illustrate that by being with the bridegroom, the wedding guests should not fast. But this is not just a question of a practice of fasting. This is also a way, in a very subtle way, Jesus also was trying to tell them that he is the bridegroom and that therefore his disciples should not fast. Our time with Jesus is a time of celebration, but there will also come a time that we will also fast in order for our own purification. Jesus also was telling them about the difficulty of being closed-minded, to stick with old practices and not being able to receive new teachings and new covenant. And Jesus uses the image of new wine put into old wineskins. You see, the new wine, while they're still fermenting, exerts gases and it exerts pressure. And if it's placed inside an old wineskin, because the wineskin becomes hard, the old wineskin becomes hard, it will just burst, while the new wineskin is still elastic enough to take the pressure. A lot of people would also look at this as the compatibility of old covenant and the new covenant. But I would like to use the allegory that St. Augustine uses, that the old wineskin signifies the disciples, and they can only burst receiving the heavenly teachings of Jesus. But only after the Pentecost do they become new wineskins. And enabled by the Holy Spirit, they can now receive the greater fullness of grace and truth, of love and truth. My dear friends, we're thankful that the Holy Spirit in our lives makes us new wineskin. And so therefore, the laws is no longer written on tablets of stone, but on the hearts of flesh. And we can now receive the new wine, the Holy Spirit, and all the fullness of love and truth. God bless us all.